Oh, hello. Welcome to the Pay Gap Comedy Couch Tour. We are on installation 3 of this thing. So, Pay Gap, if you're not familiar, this started a couple of years ago when a big comedy tour came through town, all fellas. And we were like, where are the women? And we actually got to them on social media and we're like, where are all the women? And they're like, do women do comedy? And we were like, yeah. So the first Pay Gap was born, and we have been working on it for a couple of years now in conjunction with Rock What You Got Live, which is an organization dedicated to live events pre-COVID, but now basically events elevating the voices of women and non-binary people across all media. And you can also tip the performers, which is a great option if you have a little extra and you want to throw it their way. That's really awesome. And I am really thrilled to introduce our first comedian tonight. I get to call her a friend, which is great. I think she's amazing. Ellie Hino, she's a comedian, she's an actor, she's an improviser, she's a writer, and she was, pretty much pre-COVID dominating the festival circuit. Her stuff, man, she's great. Anyway, please welcome Ellie Hino. Get it, girl.
So yeah, it's been a time, right? It's been a real time. Me and my husband were like trying really hard, to like give each other space and stuff. Like I was telling him the other day, I was like, Casey, I know that like since we're spending so much time together, we're just gonna have to get like more creative with like ways of like giving each other alone time. Like he's an introvert and I'm an extrovert, but even as an extrovert, like I need alone time too. And he was like, cool, can we talk about this later? Because I'm taking a shit right now. Yeah, okay. So, that's my only new material, folks. The rest of this is all pre times. So yeah, I'm 41 years old. I had to think about it. I was like, am I 40? 41. Almost 42. And it's like I forget how old I am though. I still feel like I still feel like 25, like probably because I smoked a lot of weed and that's like when I stopped developing in the brain. Yeah, I forget. I feel like I'm 20, like not like in my body, like my body knows, my back hurts, but like I feel 25 still like in my loins, like I'll be like driving down the road in my Subaru Forester, 2018. And I'll be like maybe banging to some Lizzo because I'm pretty much just a caricature of myself. Got the car seat in the back, and I'll see on the road, I'll see a skateboarder, and I'll be like, "Ha, a skater." And then 2 seconds later, I'll realize, oh no, that is very much a teenage boy. Yeah, I'm a straight perp, you guys. Baker and Benson are out there looking for me right now. They're like, we got to get down to the skate park. She's been there. How do we know? They found an Ann Taylor bag full of jewel pods. She's a real sicko. One kid had to be so full of Totinos. Oh, yeah. Tabloids are calling her Jeffrey Mommer. Can you guys like imagine with me just for a second? Can you imagine like if a male comic did that joke, but like about girls on roller skates? Oh, you'd get in so much trouble. That's why I love being a woman in comedy, because we can do whatever the fuck we want. Except everyone's safe and and I did a show the other day. I mean, this is different. This is like supporting women and everything, but I did a show with 3 women on it. Maggie Ferris is in here. She was there, and it was produced by a man, and so it was 3 women, no dudes on the show. So it was billed as like ladies' night, and it was all like pink advertising, and we were like, who is this even for? What's happening? And it's frustrating because if it's an all male show, they're not like it's guys night, And it's like, it's not like all we talk about is our vaginas. I got a pap smear the other day. Or smear or smear. I can never remember if it's schmear or smear, but here's the thing, you guys. It doesn't matter because they both mean this. Yeah, you go into the gynecologist office, right? And you put your feet up in the old giddy ups, you know, in the clippity clops, and then they take the longest Q-tip you've ever seen in your life. If there's any men on here, this is what those are for. They take the longest Q-tip and they just give your cervix one little gag, just a, and then they just wipe it on an onion bagel, send it to the lab. Cool. Let's talk dogs. My dog's name is Kevin. I know, it's hilarious. And I took him to Minnehaha Dog Park the other day. You guys, most of you probably know of Minnehaha Dog Park, right? It's like super huge. It's down by the river, and like all the dogs can like run free. And we got there, and Kevin was like, you know, he was having like the time of his life. He immediately met this like pack of dogs. Not pack. They weren't like wild dogs. Just happened to be a bunch of dogs there. Anywho, he meets them, and he's like, they're playing chase, right? So Kevin's like chasing, like, or no, they're all chasing Kevin, right? So sorry, I haven't done comedy in a while. So all the dogs are chasing Kevin, and that's like his favorite thing in the whole world. And all the people are like standing down by the river, you know, like the dog owners or like, you know, companions, rescuers. And so we were all like cheering them on and being like, oh, they're so cute. They're having such a good time. Look at them run. Oh my God, they're having so much fun. And then Kevin's like, he like is bounding ahead of them, and he goes into the woods, and all the dogs follow him. And then it was like quiet. Kind of like this right now. And then all of a sudden, like, we're all like, come on, buddy, come here, boy, come here, girl. Most dogs are boys, we all know that. Come here, girl. And finally, Kevin, we were getting worried, and Kevin comes like bounding out of the woods, right? And then all the dogs are following him, and everyone like erupts. We're all just like, yay, good boy, good girl. And then I realized that Kevin has something in his mouth. And I was like, oh shit, he found a dead animal. And right as I had that thought, Kevin came and he dropped it right at my feet. And I realized, oh, this squirrel is still very much alive. And right as I realized that, they're holding up signs. They're like, I don't know what to say to this. This is terrible. Okay, so right as I realized this squirrel's still alive, two other dogs grab the squirrel, and they start playing this horrific game of tug of war, right? Oh, don't worry. This squirrel is not gonna make it. And so we're all screaming like, leave it, drop it, leave it, drop it, leave it. I would really yell, but my kid is playing video games downstairs. I don't want to scare him. And we're like, drop it, leave it. And finally the dogs drop this squirrel, right? And we get the dogs all back, and I was like, dude, that squirrel is suffering. Like, someone needs to put it out of its misery right now. And this girl like turns to her, I don't know, fiance, Brad, and she was like, maybe you could do it. And he was like, I would, but my new Patagonia vest. And I was like, I'll do it. And so I grabbed this like giant, there was like a long stick. It was like perfect for murder. And I just started wailing at you guys. And I was just like, I just went for it. And I was like, I'm so sorry, little squirrel. I'm so sorry. You probably have a family, little squirrel buddies, little squirrel friends, little squirrel babies. I'm so sorry. And I'm like wailing and wailing and wailing and wailing. And finally I feel this like hand on my shoulder. And this lady was like, I think he's dead. And like, and I looked at all the people were like exactly kind of how you're looking at me right now. They were, what? Even dogs were like, damn, lady, what the fuck? And And so then I was like, what do I do now? And I was like, well, pack in, pack out, right? So I like took out a little like green compostable poop bag, and I scooped up my carcass and double bagged it, and then I was just like, have a great Memorial Day, everyone. And my dog, my murder dog, start like walking out of the woods together, and I'm carrying my bag. He was so proud of me. He was like, hell yeah, I knew you had it in you, Mamba. He thought it was awesome. And it was weird because like I feel like I still am carrying a squirrel. Okay, that's fair. I felt like I should feel like I should feel guilty and like bad and sad about it, but I was like, I felt like a real badass, and I was like, shit, maybe I should join the army. Back to another joke that I didn't do, so I'm gonna join the army. I'm 42 or no 41. God, I'll get it. And I like a few years ago, like all my friends were getting married, right? Everyone's getting married, and now it seems like everyone's getting divorced. And it just makes me feel so jealous. You know, because they're cute little apartments in Uptown, you know, they're going like zip lining in Costa Rica, they're trying new restaurants. I would like to try a new restaurant. Also, if you're going to post about your divorce on Facebook, you have to say why. You have to. Otherwise, I'm going to spend like an hour and a half just scrolling through your old photos, trying to find that exact moment the love left your eyes. Like, oh, wait a minute. Whose arm is that? That was March of 19. Now, they were still together in March. I know they were. Wait a minute. I know that blouse. That's Margie. Oh my God, it's Margie. It's Margie from accounting. Margie's the mistress. It's always been Margie. Cracked the case, you guys. Good for Margie. She has terrible IBS. I sit by the bathroom. Yeah, and you know, I know that cheating is always like a possibility, right? But God, that seems hard. You know, like my husband came home a little bit late from work the other day, pre-COVID. And I was like, oh, you're not cheating on me, are you? And he just goes, oh, I wish. And I knew exactly what he meant, you guys, because can you even imagine like having like the time, the energy, the clean clothes? I don't have cheating clothes. My God. What am I going to like show up to the hotel to meet Philip? And I'm going to be wearing like some yoga pants that I fished out of the bottom of the laundry pile, which is right. My laundry pile is right here, you guys. Laundry pile has the best lighting in the house. Anyway, I'm gonna be wearing like some yoga pants out of there covered in cat hair, and then I'm gonna peel those off. I usually do some high kicks. I'm wearing pink socks. Okay. I haven't been stretching much lately. So yeah, I'm gonna peel those off under there. I'm gonna be wearing like some beige panties with holes in them. Philip's gonna be like, Jesus Christ, Ellie, can you at least try? And I'm gonna be like, no, Phil, I'm done trying. Trying's for young people. What did you think was under here, Phil? You think I had a classic Corvette under a tarp in the yard? No, Phil. That is why I do truly love my husband. You know, we are both a couple of 1992 Chevy Cavaliers with the trunk rusted shut. He still knows how to get in mine, though. Climbing through the back. You need a crowbar, though, to get it. It's a butt sex. Because that PG-13. I am a nice, a nice Minnesota lady in the streets, but I am Wisconsin in the sheets. I'm just like already out at the bars. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned yet, I'm a mom, obviously. And like what happened, how that happened is that my husband got some company. And a lot of women will tell you like their birth stories or like their pregnancy stories, but nobody tells you what happens to your body after you have a baby. But I'm going to do that. So just stay with me. I know you don't want to do this, but this is my closer. So about 2 weeks after I gave birth, my vagina was still like very tender. It was still painful. I couldn't sit down. It was awful. There's actually a medical term for it. It was riggedy wrecked. And so I went to the doctor and I was like, something is very wrong. Please fix it. And she took a look and she was like, you know what? It's healing up really nicely. It looks great. And I was like, fuck you. If what happened to my vagina had happened to my kneecap, my friends would have started a GoFundMe campaign to get me a new one. It looked like a Georgia O'Keeffe painting. Like not the flower ones, her later works, the skulls. It looked like one of those like went through the Banksy shredder. It looked like my vagina like jumped on a grenade to save the rest of its little vagina platoon. Listen up, you guys. It looked like somebody threw up a Reuben on the floor of a barber shop. I should stop there. I know you want me to, and I'm not gonna. Just one more quick thing, and this is for the young ladies, okay? I want to tell you something real quick that nobody ever told me, okay? And that is that vaginas change. And I know you're like, oh, what do you mean? Mine's really cute. Okay, what I want you to do when this is over, I want you to go into the bathroom. I want you to find your little hand mirror, okay? And then I want you to count the flaps. And then double it. Just double it. And it doesn't end up all lined up in a row like a nice little Rolodex. No. It's more like coming at you from all sides, like a car wash. Old, abandoned car wash with like no more water. Only some parts still have feeling. Okay, you guys, hang in there, okay? Weird times. I love seeing all your faces. My God. Thanks for having us.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Ellie Hino. Okay, so onward. We have a great up and coming rising star. Julia Gay is a writer, actor, and stand-up comedian, as you will certainly find out. And she also is the author and performer of the one-woman show Motherlanded. Julia's work can be found at juliagay.com. She is lovely. I just met her tonight, and I'm already in love with her. And so please welcome Julia Gay.
Hello, everyone. Wow. Oh my gosh. So good to be here. So good to see all of your shining faces. You know, it took me a while in quarantine to realize what was really going on here. It's actually extremely simple. You see, South Korea released Parasite. It went viral. Everybody's talking about it. It goes on to win an Oscar. Then months later, China releases The Virus. Also goes viral. And then it shuts down the world. Classic example of Asians trying to outdo each other. Unfortunately, you're all implicated in this one as well. Anyone here seen the movie Parasite? Nobody here looks deeply disturbed, so I'll take that as a no. I did see Parasite, unfortunately. Let me tell you, I will never look at basements the same way again. Just a whole level of building I can no longer partake in. It's actually kind of sad. No more wine cellars and garden level apartments for me, I guess. When I went to the movie theater that night, did I ask for a lifelong basement phobia? No. But that's what I got. Honestly, it reminds me of the time when I went to see Black Swan. You know, thinking it was going to be an inspirational ballerina film. And instead I came out knowing I was gay. Surprise! Ha! So, face masks, right? We're all wearing them. I have a few questions about the design of them personally. You see, got an Asian face. I've got the classic flatter features, right? If you were to outline the profile of most people, you know, it would slope out around the nose. It would curve nicely around the lips, right? But my profile, it's more of a straight line from forehead to chin. You know, it's actually where we get the common term. I'm sure you've heard this one before. Great Wall of China. You know, referring to like this situation right here. So, you know, when I go out in public, I smack a mask on my face. Unfortunately, it has nothing to really hold on to. So if I do things like say talk or I don't know, breathe, it'll just like slowly slide down to cut my chin like so. And I am not a medical professional, but I don't feel like this is extremely effective. So you know, my people were wearing face masks way before it was cool. So lately, I have found myself getting a little nostalgic, you know, of the good old days, of hanging out with friends, of going to concerts, you know, of touching my face as much as I wanted without a care in the world. Ugh, you know, the days. But, you know, I used to actually detest using public restrooms. I hated it. But now even the thought of pooping within 2 feet of another person it honestly gives me goosebumps. I can remember the last time I used a public restroom so vividly. Sorry, excuse me. I'm just getting a little choked up even thinking about it. It was a Thursday. I was at work, and I was overcome with a sudden and intense urge to go number 2. And so I run to the bathroom. I rush into the stall. I sit on the toilet, and the moment I'm ready to get down to business, somebody walks into the bathroom. Go figure, right? And let me tell you, friends, okay? I am a professional dancer. I'm an actor. I am up here telling jokes, no problem. But the minute somebody sits down in the stall next to me, worst stage fright of my life. Everything tightens. Clenches real tight. Nothing's coming, nothing's going, you feel me? And the stall between us is no help at all. You know, stalls these days are like suggestions of walls, you know, without the soundproof, smell-proof reliability of an actual wall. So I think, okay, cool. I'll wait this one out. They will pee, they'll piece, and then I'll get the bathroom all to myself. But no. No. Instead, we find ourselves sitting in a long, extended silence.
Oh.
I'm talking minutes, people. Long minutes of absolute silence. Sure, I could go to a different bathroom and do my business there, but I won't, because on principle, I got there first. So there I am, staging my own bathroom sit-in, like the true activist that I am. And I start thinking, because believe it or not, before Corona, I was actually a busy person. Rarely found myself in moments of absolute silence with ample time to think. So I start thinking about capitalism. Capitalism runs so deep that we constantly feel this pressure to stay busy all the time. We forget there's more to life than going to work and getting paid. It gets to the point where we can't even take a shit at work without feeling guilty for things not moving along, for things not coming out smoothly. I start to fidget, I start pulling at the toilet paper. I blow my nose, I clear my throat, because I want to let the person in the stall next to me know that I'm working. I am trying my best to move things along. I'm sure all of you are wondering, no, I did not successfully poop that day. A tragedy. However, I did have an epiphany. I realized that the world would be a better place if we all just spent more time focused on having good poops. Because, my friends, because poop is real, but money is fake. I repeat, poop is real, but money is fake. This is the phrase that I repeat to myself when I meditate every morning. And I encourage you all to do the same. Thank you, everyone. That's my time.
Oh my God. All right. So we have a very, very special guest coming up. She is somebody that I am deeply in love with, although I've never met her before tonight. If you are an NPR nerd, as I am, you have listened to the show Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, which is hysterical, timely, and always really kind of hits it on the head. I really love that show. I won't do my Bill Curtis impression for you, nerds. I know you were wanting it, but I'm not going to give it to you. But what we do have is really a brilliant, brilliant comedian.
It's Saturday
Helen
night!
Hong.
Yeah!
She is a fan favorite on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hold on, let me take a sip out of my water. Woo! Saturday night! Woo! Remember Saturday nights, guys? I literally didn't know what day it was until I happened to glance down and I was like, oh, it's Saturday night and I'm hiding in my closet. Performing stand-up comedy. I am in the closet, not in a sexual orientation way. I'm just in a closet because it's my safe space. I know the Rona cannot catch me in here. And it's the best sound in my house. I have a roommate, my sister's staying with me. I have a dog who's very nosy. So the closet right now is the best place for me to be rocking on a Saturday night. Woo! I miss Saturday nights. I almost washed my hair for you all. I hope that I get credit for that. I almost washed it. But then I thought, who cares? What's the point? So I did not wash my hair, nor did I change my shirt, nor I did put on a little lipstick. I don't know if you can see from the amazingly beautiful lighting, the single naked bulb that's hanging in my closet right now, but I'm looking pretty adorable. I'm not smelling too great, but you guys cannot tell. I will say, as an introvert, and I am an introvert, a lot of people are interested to find out that many stand-up comedians are introverts. We're actually usually, more of us are introverts than like the class clown waka waka guy. We're more introverted usually. A lot of us are depressed. Some of us clinically. And so I'm a true introvert. I have social anxiety. I try to get out of social gatherings. I never pick up the phone. Like I'm not an engaged person. And so I thought, woo, this is my time. This is our time for the introverts, man. Amazing. I don't have to make excuses to not see people. I don't have to make excuses to not go to social events. Like I feel like I was made for this. Like I've been preparing for this for decades. Now, if only I could find toilet paper. I did find toilet paper very recently. I am happy to report that I did find toilet paper, and it is in Spanish. The only toilet paper that I can find is in Espanol. So this is a brand that is for the Spanish-speaking market. It is Maxima Suavidad, which I think means very soft. I didn't take Spanish, so I'm gonna, if any of you understand Spanish, I'm gonna take a wild stab and say Maxima Suavidad means maximum suaveness. And then I also learned that toilet paper in Spanish is papel higiénico. Papel higiénico. So, ole, bueno, gracias, muy bien. The other thing that I learned about toilet paper in Spanish is that it's scented.
Ooh,
Guys, this one smells like flowers. It has a Technologia que reduce malos olores, which I think means the technology to reduce bad smells. And let me tell you, they're killing it. It smells like flowers. And then I found another one. Guys, literally the only toilet paper out there is in Espanol. This one is Mega Jumbo. El Aquatadar. I don't know what that means. But here's the key point. It is Aroma Manzanilla, which I learned it's chamomile flavored. Guys, my toilet paper smells like chamomile. Aroma Manzanilla.
yeah.
Which I'm not down with that because I'm more of an Earl Grey person. And I just think, I would rather my booty smell like Earl Grey than Manzanilla, I'm afraid. They'll see Max people. But that being said, thank you for existing because there ain't no more Scott and there ain't no more Charmin. It's this now. It's this. It's in Espanol. And I'm so grateful because I was getting down, before I found this stuff, I was down to my last roll and I was conserving. I was really, and with the cruel irony about the toilet paper, like shortage, the run on toilet paper is I was pooping I'm pooping 3 times as much now as when normal times. That's the cruel irony. Probably because I'm eating 3 times as much, because what the hell else is there to do? I'm just shoveling it in and then it has to exit somehow. And so I'm pooping 3 times like basically 3 times a day I'm pooping. And every time I poop, I'm like, come on, bowels, we do not have the resources for this. Work with me. Work with me. I can't. Can we just save it for once a day? Just save it all up for the once a day. But now I'm bueno. Now I can poop. I can poop 3 tiempes. See, I don't know Spanish, so I'm just guessing. I'm just saying words that I think are Spanish. I actually am a fan of. I was a fan of like apocalypse fiction. I was a big fan of it. I loved watching apocalypse movies. I loved apocalypse TV shows and stories and stuff. And so I thought about the apocalypse a lot. And in all of my imagining of what the apocalypse would look like, I never, ever once imagined that butt wiping would be such a high priority. Never. It's not, they don't talk about it in The Road. They don't talk about it in 28 Days Later. Nobody's talking about the TP being such a huge priority. But now we know, now that we are actually living the apocalypse, now we know. Forget the canned foods. It's all right here, baby. I am leaning into it. I've watched Contagion twice. I watched Outbreak. I've watched 28 Days Later a couple of times because, now that we're living in these times, I need to know how to bust somebody's head open with a pack of Diet Cokes in a bag. Like we have to learn how to do things. And I feel like, I used to, as much as I liked apocalypse fiction, I never got on board with doomsday preppers. I thought they were cuckoo pants. I was like, doomsday preppers. And now, woo! Yeah, baby. I'm changing my Tinder profile to only looking for doomsday preppers. Like, I'm just, my Tinder profile is just going to be me in the mask, holding this. This is my new Tinder profile. And then if you're a potential Tinder date and you don't have like a basement pantry filled with like 400 bags of rice, swipe left. No, thank you. No. I know, right? I am single, and I may be single for the rest of my life, seeing how this is going. I mean, really, like, how does one date in the time of the Rona? Like, people are saying they're still dating. They're like, oh, I'm going on FaceTime dates. I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, we just get on the FaceTime and we just get to know each other. And I'm like, that sounds horrible. That sounds like the worst possible way of date. Can't we just do it the way we used to do it, where we would just hook up and then they would leave?
Yeah.
It's a really fun time to be Asian, guys. Huh? Fun time to be Asian. Because not only are we being blamed for the end of civilization, but also our masks are all out of stock. You guys are just buying up our masks. That was our thing. Julia was talking about this. That was our thing. And now you guys I can't find my favorite mask brand anymore. They're sold out everywhere. Guys, that was our thing. And now, so the worst thing about the coronavirus right now is being Asian in the coronavirus. A, being blamed for the ends of civilization. B, our favorite masks are out of stock. And C, we also have to teach people that China is not the only country in Asia. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Look into it. We're not all Chinese. Google it. Sorry, I'm looking down at my notes. I'm sorry if this seems unprofessional, but I'm in my closet, guys. Who cares? I'm in my closet. I'm interested to see what kind of PTSD we're all gonna end up with in 10 years or in 2 years. Like what kind of, like, somebody at some point, like 5 years from now, I'm gonna see someone touch a doorknob and then wipe their nose, and I'm just gonna start screaming. I'm just gonna start screaming. I'm gonna be like, ah! Right? Like we're all gonna have some sort of weird germaphobe PTSD. Oh, here's one good thing, like an amazing thing actually that has come out of the coronavirus, which is that I have not worn a bra in almost 3 months. I'm not wearing one right now, not that you can tell, but I haven't worn a bra, and that has been so nice. It's so nice because who the hell cares, right? And then here's something interesting. Before all this happened, I had read an article that not wearing a bra actually strengthens your boob muscles because your breasts actually have to work harder to support themselves up when you're not wearing a bra. So let me tell you, my boobs right now are jacked. They are just, woo! They're yoked. Like this boob is like the Terry Crews of boobs. And then this boob is like the Rock, and they're all like, "Yeah, baby, we're pulling our own weight." My boobs are very strong at the moment. Is what I'm saying. Because no bra, and also, you know, it's bittersweet to be in the closet right now because I'm looking at all the beautiful clothes that I own. Like I just recently bought a pair of orange slacks that still have the tag on them. These are from TJ Maxx. Hey, remember TJ Maxx, guys?
Oh, no.
Look, beautiful orange slacks. And who cares? Who cares? I'm never wearing pants again. I am never wearing pants again. First of all, nothing fits. And the only bottoms I'm ever going to be wearing from now on are a half-tied bathrobe. That's it. That's all I'm wearing on the bottom ever again. Because I've seen the light. I mean, this is beautiful. Like right now, I'm wearing half a bathrobe down here. None of you can tell, and it's delightful. It's so comfy. Like, well, I'm gonna turn this into, I don't know what I'm gonna cut this up and turn this into a mask or something. Like, hey, this is the future for all my pants. This right here. Remember when we were little kids, and we were all like, "Ew, cooties! You have cooties!" And who knew this is the reality that we were gonna grow up, and cooties was gonna be the thing to get us. We had no. Remember when we were little? Ew, he has cooties! Ew, and then run away. It's literally, we're living like a first grade nightmare right now. Real life, actual cooties. I can't hear anybody laughing, so I'm just gonna assume that you're all hysterical. Oh, there we go. No, oh, you guys made signs.
Yes, girl. Check it out.
Let me tell you, I'm in here. These things do not laugh. None of these things suck at laughter. I had I've been stressed out. I'm sure a lot of you have been stressed out. I suffer from anxiety anyway. I grind my teeth. I've been having nightmares. Like it's been rough, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you have been feeling this way too. It's rough times, right? So I actually made an appointment with my general practitioner to do a telemedicine visit. That's what we're doing now, telemedicine, because even the doctors are like, ew, I don't want cooties. So I scheduled a telemedicine visit with my general practitioner, and it was almost exactly like this. I'm in the closet. I'm like, listen, doc, it's stressful times. I'm not doing great. I'm grinding the crap out of my teeth. I'm having a hard time sleeping. I'm having nightmares. Could you maybe prescribe me something a little, just to take the edge off? And she goes, bless her heart, she goes, Helen, have you tried meditating? Which I said, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? This is fucking apocalypse, end of the world. Just give me the goddamn meds. Meditating? What are you talking about? What are you talking? Meditate? Yeah, I tried the meditating. I got a yoga mat out in the living room. Bitch, just give me the Xanax. Just give it to me. This is that general freaking I don't know, I'm just having a little anxiety. The world is goddamn ending. Give me the goddamn script for the Xanax, bitch. So I got it.
Yeah.
Thanks, telemedicine. Thank you, doctor. I'm sorry I'm shit talking you behind your back. I apologize. Okay, I gotta look at my notes again because who can remember things anymore? Okay, telemedicine. I did that. I think the other thing that's been happening for all of us probably is we're thinking about people that we haven't talked to in a long time, right? I'm sure that's a lot of you are in the same boat. I'm thinking about a lot of people that I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to that person in a year, but I hope they're doing well. Who knows what's going on with them? So I'll reach out. I'll text people that I haven't talked to in a long time and go, hey, I hope you're holding up during all this craziness. I hope your family's well. Let me know you're doing okay. Let me give you a tip. If I text you to ask how you're doing, don't call me back. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just text me back. Just text me back. I'm still not answering the phone. I'm still not. I'm texting you to ask how you're doing, but don't break our trust here by phoning me. Ew. I am still more afraid of answering the phone and actually being in a phone conversation than I am of catching coronavirus. Not. If I'm texting you to see how you're doing, just text me back. Just text me back. We have a social contract here that, the coronavirus should not have broken. I'm not answering the phone. It's going to voicemail. Thank you. I hope some of you with social anxiety are relating to this because there is nothing that will get me to answer the phone. Also, I learned about myself. There is nothing on earth. I mean nothing that will get me to read a book. Nothing. Not a damn thing. I will get all the way to the end of Netflix and then start back over at the beginning of Netflix rather than actually crack open a book.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't read before and I'm not starting now.
Right.
I just have to be honest with myself. I would like to think of myself as an erudite, wise, well-read person. No, I don't read. If it ain't a podcast, step off. Thank you, readers, for going with me on that one. I don't read. I also will never clean my car, ever. It's not like I don't have the time. It's just not happening. It's just not me. It's just not happening. I know a lot of you, thank you, truth. People are like, truth.
I know.
It's true. I do have a dog. I have a 50-pound husky German Shepherd mix, which is why he's not in here with me because he wouldn't fit. He's huge. And I actually, by an incredible stroke of timing, this is the most amazing stroke of timing and luck of all my life. I got him in December. I've never had a dog before. First time I ever got a dog was December, 4 or 5 months ago. And then this all happened. And I'm like, oh, hallelujah, thank you. Because apparently you can't get dogs anymore. They're sold out. All the dogs are sold out. It's like toilet paper and then dogs. You can't get them. So I got a dog just in time. But I got a husky, and I did not know that huskies shed like unbelievable amounts. I basically have 2 extra huskies worth of fur just floating around in my apartment. I could build an entire other husky out of the husky fur that's just flying off of his body. The other thing I didn't know, which if you have little young kids who are sensitive, cover their ears now. Husky penises are furry all the way. They have dick fur. Things they don't teach you on Google. Which makes sense, right? Like if you're an Arctic dog in the Arctic and your penis is not covered in fur, obviously it's gonna freeze off. Never thought of it.
Oh my God.
So now I have this dog that has a furry dick sock that apparently I, as his mother, need to trim. So that was Tuesday. It went well. There was no bloodshed. I'm happy to report there was no bloodshed. There was a lot of anxiety, but my child's dick sock is trimmed. Mother of the Year, right here, Mother of the Year. Any of you don't know? Next time you see a husky, check out his dick. You'll see. All right. Couple more things. Hold on. Checking the notes again. Can't remember stuff. Let's see. I think that's about it. I will say I haven't shaved my armpits since this all started. And I will know when this will end. As a celebration for when this will end, I will braid my armpits. That's not even a joke. It was just it was a 3rd grade thought that I had. And I'm going to get out of here in a second, but I want to say thank you so much for coming and tuning in and joining. And we need laughter, right? We need laughter. We need to laugh in this time to keep from crying because, I mean, it's crazy times out there. It's crazy times. But thank you so much. If any of you are interested, I host, in addition to being on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR, I host a podcast called Go Fact Yourself. Go Fact Yourself. It's a trivia podcast. Get it? You can go fact yourself. It's family friendly. It's clean. You can listen with your kids. You can listen with your dogs, whether they have a dick sock or not. They will enjoy it. It's celebrity trivia, and we just lost Fred Willard today, the amazing comedic genius Fred Willard. We lost him today, and he was on my podcast. He was on an episode of Go Fact Yourself, so I got to meet him and talk to him and had an amazing time with him. And I'm so sad that he's gone, but he lived an incredible life, and maybe we should all go watch Best in Show tonight.
Amen, sister.
He's so funny in that. Or Spinal Tap, or one of those Christopher Guest movies, because he's so funny. But R.I.P. Fred Willard, thank you for all your comedy genius. And if you guys want to check out Go Fact Yourself, there is a Fred Willard episode of Go Fact Yourself. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was amazing. Thank you. Pay Gap Comedy, it's true. We are women that are like not taken seriously in stand-up comedy, and some of us are damn funny and deserve it. So thank you so much.
Oh
and
my God.
Stay safe and sane.
Helen Hong, you have made my nerd heart so happy. I love you. And
Thank you.
I gotta say, so I've hosted 3 of these specials so far. I've never felt more seen than tonight because Hino was talking all about the vag, Gay's talking all about the poop. Hong, you're touching everything else, the boobs, the fur dick, the just everything that means anything in my life, right? Like
Thank you.
tonight, literally tonight was like my tonight was really like my coming out party. If I was a debutante in the South and I was
Woohoo!
16,
She's out.
this would be everything I dreamed of. Or if it were my quinceañera, I know more Spanish than you do. This would literally be everything I dreamed of. So thank you. Oh my God. I want to make out with you so hard right now. You're so amazing. So here we are. This is the Pay Gap Comedy Couch Tour. Now, those of you that have tickets, we're going to have a Q&A really, really shortly. I'm going to refresh my drink. I think everybody else is too. But please, please follow us on social media. RockWhatYouGotLive.com. Hashtag PayGap Comedy Couch Tour. Also, check out all the great things that the Minnesota Community Network channel is doing. MCN6, they are showcasing so much great stuff that's happening in the Twin Cities, from arts to politics to social endeavors. Check them out. They're really great. You can find them easily on Roku, anywhere else. Check out Helen Hong's, website. Check out Ellie Hino's website. Check out Julia Gay's website. Check it out.